So in today's video, I will be going over the best Shopify apps you should have in your store so you can increase your sales. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video as I'll be showing you one of the best and my favorite apps you should have in order to get as much money with your Shopify store as you possibly can. Before we get into this video about the best Shopify apps to have in your online store, be sure to check out the link in the description for my best recommendation for making money online as a complete beginner. It's my top recommendation as it was the main reason I was able to quit my job and be my own boss by making money online. So be sure to at least check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's get right into it. So for those who don't know, it's extremely important to have a very clean, professional layout on your Shopify store so you don't distract any potential customers from buying products from your store. When designing your store, you want to make sure it includes 3 different colors at most. These colors should include white, black, and one accent color that exists within your logo. Aside from using the right colors and having 0 distractions in your store, you also want to make sure that your store is as shopper-friendly as possible. This will make the shopping experience much easier, leaving them with no difficulties or extra hassle, which will result in more conversions or sales for you. You will also be able to maximize off of each customer that browses through your store. So now, let's get into the apps that you will need to get in order to make these improvements to your store. So app number 1, which is arguably the most important app you will want in your store, is a MultiCurrency Converter. A currency converter will enable you to market your product to the top 5 countries, which are the United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. You want people from these countries to come to your store and be able to see and purchase your products in their own country's currency. By including a custom currency converter in your own store, you are making it super easy for the customer to see the real price of the product in their own currency, and you are giving them 0 reasons or excuses to second guess their purchase in your store. This makes a huge difference. Just think about it. If you were to walk into a store and look at the price of a product and it was priced in euros when you are from the US and you are used to seeing products priced in dollars, it will take you more effort to do the math in your head to calculate the real price of the product rather than just buying the same product elsewhere in US dollars. So in order to prevent your customers from having to do the work or end up going to someone else's store, do the work for your customers. Get a custom currency converter and download it to your Shopify store. You don't want to miss out on a bunch of purchases. So my personal favorite app for this would be Best Currency Converter. If you scroll down, you'll notice that you can easily add multiple currencies. You can automatically convert prices, and you can start to increase your sales and make money. Now, the next app that I think is a must-have to make your store the most shopper-friendly it can possibly be is Sticky Add to Cart Booster Pro. If we take a look at it, it's quite simple. You can see down at the bottom of your screen that whenever a customer is scrolling or browsing through your store, they will still have the ability to add a product to their cart without having to scroll back up to the top of their screen to add a product to their cart. This app is super helpful for a customer to add products to their cart. And it's also great for multitasking, where the customer can keep browsing, reading, and viewing different products in your store until they get to the bottom of the page, where they will be offered several different upsells so you can make more sales and more money. So for the next app we have to help strengthen your online store, we have the Frequently Bought Together app. This app is crucial when offering the customer some related and complementary upsells related to the products that they've already placed in their cart. This is also key when trying to raise that average order value. So if your average order value has been stuck at like $20, this will help you 2, 3, or even 4x that average order value. Upsells exist in the vast majority of online and brick-and-mortar stores. Anytime you buy something, you are usually offered something that goes very well with that product. An example would be McDonald's. If you ever want to buy a cheeseburger, they will always ask if you want fries and a drink with that. They will even offer a discounted deal, which makes it all the more irresistible for the customer. It also exists in any retail or grocery store. Whenever you are at the checkout, there is always a stand with little pick-me-up items like candy, gum, chips, chapstick, etc. Customers are always keeping their eye out for these things, so it's crucial that you understand exactly how to take full advantage of that. This app is so important that I strongly encourage you to get it if you don't already have it. Here is a perfect example of a product you can purchase that will include so many other items that could go well with it. Having these upsells in your business is what will allow you to scale up and make way more money if it wasn't included. Okay, so now let's get into app number 4. This app is called SMS Bump. So SMS Bump isn't an app that you can see within your store. It's more of a hidden app that you will have to download where you can send text messages to your customers' phones to remind them of new products, product discounts, product purchase deadlines, etc. So you can get those customers to come back to your store. SMS Store is a fantastic way to keep in contact and connect with your customers so you can establish a closer relationship and make more sales. Everyone has their phones on them at all times and looking at them constantly. So downloading SMS Bump will allow you to take full advantage of that. And you aren't even the one who is sending and replying to messages. SMS Bump has an automated system that automates messages and responses to be sent that are triggered by particular actions that were done by your customers. Depending on what action your customer does, SMS Bump will send a message that's related to that action. So for example, let's say a customer added one of your products in their cart and forgot to purchase that product. You can automate a response to anyone who left a product in their cart to go back and purchase it. You can also create urgency and increase your conversion rate if you offer a discount to them if they hurry back to your store and purchase. When creating this message for a customer to rush back to your store and to purchase the product, you want to include an element of urgency within that message. An example would be if someone left a product in their cart, you could automate a message that is sent out a day later saying, "Hey there, it looks like you forgot this product in your cart. Hurry back and purchase your product for 15% off and get additional free shipping within the next 12 hours. When you automate messages like these, your conversions will increase and you will make way more sales. You'll notice that whenever you shop from your favorite online store, that they will do the exact same thing. Try it out by adding something to your cart and not buying. I promise you that they will contact you eventually with an added incentive for you to purchase the product within a certain time frame. Okay, so for the next app that we will be covering in today's video, which will be a huge game changer for your online store, is Sweet Upsell. Having a strong, profitable business heavily relies on continuing to sell to the customer even after they've already purchased a product from you. Sweet Upsell is an app that will enable you to sell to your customer right after they've already purchased a product from you. Instead of having an order confirmation page saying something like, "Thank you for your purchase. Enjoy," it will offer something new with a driving incentive to purchase another product from you like, "Hold on, you've just unlocked a brand new offer. Get 30% off any of the items below." Including a message like this after someone has already purchased will get them to continue to purchase from you. This is different from the frequently bought together app that I mentioned earlier because this app enables you to offer a complimentary product associated with the product that they've already purchased with an even bigger and better discount. The way it works is that whenever a customer buys a product from your store by adding their payment info and then buys the next product with the discount, they won't have to add their payment info again. They can simply just buy the next product with one click of a button. This makes it so much easier for them, which will result in you making more money. Before I show you the final app you should have in your Shopify store, make sure to check out the link in the description for my best recommendation when it comes to making money online for complete beginners. Now, the final app we will be going over today to keep your store profitable is called Lucky Orange. Lucky Orange is an app where if you are selling literally anything, it exists to specifically help and cater to you. This app conducts live and past screen recordings of your customers and their activity in your store, so you can then go into your store and make any necessary changes to improve your store and get people to stay longer and buy more products. If, for example, they leave right after seeing the price or a specific feature of the product, you can make the necessary adjustment in order to keep them in your store and purchase your product. You can also try adding new things to see if they stop to notice and produce a higher conversion rate. Any changes or additions to your store will be made much easier when you're able to see what the customer is seeing and gravitating towards. Basically, when your store has a low conversion rate, that means something is wrong with your store and needs changes. You can guess as many times and for as long as you want as to what it is your store needs changed, but it might never be the right change to increase your conversion rate. So in order to take the guessing out of it, download and use Lucky Orange so you know exactly what is wrong with your store. Alright, so we just went over the top must-have Shopify apps to include in your store in order to increase sales. I strongly encourage you to make these changes to your store so you can increase your conversion rate, make more sales, and ultimately make more money. So that brings us to the end of today's video. If you would like to learn about another way to make money online, take a look at this video right here.